안녕하세요, Kimi by Kimi입니다. Hi, this is Kimi Park from Kimi Korea, and today, as well as for the rest of the week, I'm going to show you what I eat while I travel in Korea. So today is Monday morning. I'm still at the Goshiwon and I'm leaving in about 20 minutes for the train station. I'm just having some oats with a banana in it. The oats are provided for free by the Goshiwon. It's one of the free food next to rice, kimchi and ramyeon that are provided for free here. There's also tea and coffee. I made myself a coffee this morning. These are the sachet coffee they use a lot here in Korea, which already contains a lot of sugar, unfortunately, and some milk. We are waiting for the train now. We just stopped by McDonald's to grab a little coffee. We are in Somun Shijang, which means the market of Somun. We stopped at a stall. I'm gonna have this here. Balsojebi is a mix of kalguksu, which means knife-cut noodles in a soup, and sujebi, which is hand-pulled dough soup. This is a mix of both, and it's incredible because it's only 4,500 won. In the meantime, I'm trying out these. The sajangnim said it's not spicy, but it actually is a little bit spicy. Got it! It just arrived. Look at this. So these are the knife-cut noodles, and this is the hand-pulled dough. 맛있어. Let's try the spicy sauce thingy that was in front of me. Oh, that's really good. Spicy? Yeah. Actually, it's really nice to come and eat in the markets. On Netflix, there is a show called Street Food Asia, and there's an episode about Korea, and it shows you the life of a different food seller in the markets, and you can see that it is actually a really tough job, and I have a lot of respect for these men and women that are working here pretty much every day and making delicious food. I'll enjoy it. The broth is super good, and the lady actually gave us extra, so... Well done, it was really good. The portion was enormous. We wanted to find some dessert, but unfortunately everything is closing. So as a replacement, we just passed this bakery and I saw some madeleines that are not at all the shape of a madeleine, but I just wanted to try them because madeleine are one of my favorite cakes from France. Let's try it. It tastes very buttery, but the buttery type that you get not from having a lot of butter inside of something, but by putting butter flavor inside of a cake. Okay, so I just gave my madeleine to Andy to try, and
oh my god, it reminds me to one thing that we have in Spain is called sobao. I really like it. I'm stealing it.
Good morning from Daegu. So we stopped in Paris Baguette for breakfast. This is a cafe latte. This is a cheese stick. Sure, it tastes of cheddar. So it's like cheese paste kind of thing. A little bit bready on the outside. Not bad, but it's also not quite like eating cheese, I don't know. Number 2 is an egg toast with bacon. The bread is more like brioche, which is often the case here in Korea. Like they say pan, they say bread, but really it's brioche style. It's sweet bread rather. You have egg here in the middle with a bit of mayonnaise, I suppose. It's not bad. I like it. Okay, and to finish, we have the most exciting part. This is the kouign-amann, which is not a French cake, but a cake from the area of France where I come from, called Brittany. It's basically just butter, sugar, a little bit of flour, baked. I hadn't had one of these since a while, so I'm quite excited to try. This one seems really, really hard. These are a little bit too bready and not enough buttery because it's from Brittany, and if you know anything about Brittany is how much butter we eat. Well, I don't know if you know that, but in Brittany butter is a very serious business, so it's not buttery enough. Still yummy, but not a kouign-amann, in my opinion. So after this very healthy breakfast, let's hit the road. I just got an ice americano for 990 won, which is like, I don't know, 70 cents or something like that. So we just sat down and we're gonna have a small lunch. I just bought some kimbap earlier. Kim is seaweed and pap means rice, so they are seaweed rolls. These were only 500 won each, but they are a bit smaller than the usual. This is a ham one. So it only has ham, radish, rice and kim. And this is a tuna one. Waiting for the sun to set, I just ordered some mandu, which are Korean dumplings. As you can see, it's dinner with quite a nice view, hey? Mandus are always a good idea. Here we are for my second dinner of the day. I took 2 dishes, japchae mari. It's a deep fried roll with japchae inside. And my second dish is this one. It is tteokbokki with cheese on top. They only have forks here for some reason. It's a whole block of cheese. And tteokbokki is a tok, which is a rice cake in a spicy sauce. This is normally more of a street food, so you can usually find it outside for quite cheap. Here is 500, which is a little bit more expensive, but just because you're like in a restaurant, fast food setting kind of thing, so indoors. This is radish. It's a banchan, and it's quite good for like if your mouth is burning, you can sort of like soothe it with this. The cheese tteokbokki were really good. The chapte deep fried rolls were not so great, to be honest. And on that note, it concludes our healthy eating Tuesday. We're stopping at Mega Coffee for breakfast. So Mega Coffee is a chain that I actually go quite often because they have cheap coffee and I go work there in cafes. We have a hot dog. They give me mustard and ketchup with it. Next we have a croffle. It apparently became really popular here during COVID. And yeah, we kind of see it everywhere now. Let's try. It tastes like a croissant-ish. I wouldn't say it's the best croissant taste in the world. It's more chewy than a waffle would be, or that definitely than a croissant would be, because the croissant is not chewy at all. Nothing that special. I mean, maybe I need to try a croffle in a different place, because here it's like a ready-made and then just warm it up. I took a plain one, but you can also have it with ice cream on top or cheese on top. Don't ask me why. I also got a cafe latte. I took it with almond milk, which is not common to see here. Do you recognize this guy? It's the footballer's son, and he is the ambassador of Mega Coffee. You can see him also right here behind me. Hello. So we were looking for a restaurant along the beach, but as far as we could see, most of them were actually seafood restaurants, which is fair enough. We are on the seafront, but Andy is vegetarian and I don't eat fish. And we also want to see the sunset from the beach. The solution that we found is stopping by a 7-Eleven, buying some snacks that we're gonna eat on the beach directly. Andy is cooking noodles and stuff, so I'm actually gonna start because I've warmed this up. So this is common here. It's a sausage. You just buy it in a package and you warm it up for like 20-30 seconds in the microwave. All the convenience stores have microwaves, and this is leaking water. And then it's ready to be eaten. So I'm actually gonna start with this one before we arrive to the beach because it's gonna get cold. This is Legende Uwe Uranke. No idea. I mean, it's a sausage, right? These are not necessarily good or terrible, it's just sausage. And usually those sausage type are 2,000 to 3,000 won. Okay, Andy's ready. Let's go to the beach. This was flying away. Yeah, I'm sorry you guys, I can't make it that you can see me and see the beach behind, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. Hopefully you can see a little bit of the purple sky. Not very much, I'm not sure if it really comes out in the camera. Let's have a look at what else I bought. Let's start with a kimbap. This is actually a kimbap that you're supposed to warm up, but I didn't see, so I'm just gonna eat it cold. This is a gochu chamsi kimbap. Gochu is, I think, from gochujang, like spicy like thing. Chamsi is tuna, and kimbap is a kimbap. And then we have another kimbap. This is a samgak kimbap. Samgak means triangle and kimbap is a kimbap. Chutbur kalbi mat. Kalbi is ribs. Churbur must be smoky. And I always mess those up when I'm opening them. I'm sure I will mess it up again. Yeah, fell down. And now for dessert we have banana milk. Yay! This is really, really sweet. It tastes more of banana candy than actual banana. It's super sweet, but it's super good. Banana mat uyu. Back at the apartment. I am working. I know I have a long night of editing because the video is coming out tomorrow. I thought I would need some snacks. I had picked up things from Paris Baguette, which was the only shop that was still open in the station at the time. Now let's try them out. This is a cheese and onion bread. I mean, it's good. Not the healthiest choice of a snack, obviously, but so there is some cheese, some cream cheese, obviously some onions, and a little bit of bacon. I thought it would be a little bit like a Flammenkuchen, but a Flammenkuchen. I don't know how you say this. So the bread itself is very sweet, very soft, and it's a bit too creamy and sweet to be like a Flammenkuchen. Oh, Flammenkuchen? How do you even say that? So it tasted good. It feels more like a dessert than an onion bread. And then we have the French toast for actual dessert. Normally you use the bread from before that went, that is not really eatable anymore, like it's really hard. I mean, you can eat it if you put it in the toaster, but you know what I mean, like it's not fresh anymore. You put it in a mix of egg and sugar and just put it in a pan. Like it's pain perdu in French, so lost bread, and then it's French toast in English. And in Korean it's puranchi toast, so the same thing. For once I find that it's not sweet enough for what it's supposed to be. Oh, look at that, right next to me. We even have a little frame. This is the clock from the Musée d'Orsay. And then in the background, you can see the Louvre here. French bread, French decor in Korea. We are at the train station of Daegu, waiting for our train for Busan. We stopped by a bakery on the way, picked up coffee, iced latte, the usual. And I picked up loads of little pastry. My first pick was a sausage pizza. Look at this, can you actually see? This is not little bits of cheese. These are pasta, little pasta, like little coquillettes, you call those in French. I don't know what they're called otherwise. Why? Why would you have that? Look here, a little noodle. And next we have a hot dog with pat inside, which is a red bean sweet paste. Hot dog is often a street food and it's warm and fried. You have either red bean paste inside or you can also find some with cinnamon, which personally I find out better. This one is cold and ready, but also there's less oil, I guess. Milbon cassatera. It's like a very airy and sweet sponge kind of thing. And to finish, I was just paying when I saw these little macarons and they were just so cute, so I had to take one. This one is banana milk flavored. It actually really tastes like banana milk, like the one I had yesterday. It's really good. So we're in Busan, we are out for dinner and we are eating in rolling pasta, which is a Korean chain but of Italian food. The reason that we're eating Italian is that I'm traveling with my friend Andy, who's vegetarian and also struggles with spicy food, so obviously in Korea it can be tricky to find things. And then she was like, girl, tonight, please, can we have pasta? I was like, alright. Thank you. By the way, Andy and I had made a video together just before coming to Korea explaining who we are in our relationship. You can find the link up there, down there. Have a look. I took an olive bread. The olive bread is not great. It's just some sort of soft bread. It is the smallest bits of olives you've ever seen in your life. They did give me balsamic vinegar to dip it in. Next, the actual pasta dish. In my effort to stay a little bit Korean about it, I took the, what's it called? Meon usamgyeop oil pasta. Spicy 5-layer pork and oil pasta. Anyway, I'm done with speaking because I'm hungry. Andy took the truffle one and it's good. The funny thing about this chain is because they are trying to be more European style, the menu is not written on the wall, but they have actual menus. Also, it had very cheap sangria, so I had to try a very, very, very sweet sangria. Does it have alcohol? It tastes a little bit more like a soda than actual sangria, but yeah, I still like it. I'm really hungry still, so I ordered a second one. Different one though. Steak cream pasta. It looks really, really heavy. It was pretty good, I have to say. I really wanted to eat Korean food tonight, but Andy won. Is Andy happy?
I'm so happy, it was delicious. But are you happy? That's the question?
I'm alright, I'm alright.
Liar, don't trust her. She's happy.
No, it was good, it was good. And it had a great view as well. We had the buffet at the hotel. It's a Korean buffet, although there's a little bit of bread available as well. Let's try. And we finally found some food! These are kimchi mandu. So mandu with only kimchi inside, which is great because I'm with Andy and Andy is vegetarian. And often the mandu have meat inside. We just bought it off 2 cute little old ladies. Mandu! And they also give us a spicy sauce in a little sachet, as well as some radish. And it was only 4,000 for 8 pieces. Oh, with kimchi inside! Let's try with the spicy sauce. It's dripping. Even better. Actually, it was so good that I went to buy another one. I am in Tucson Place. It's a very common coffee chain here in Korea. And I just ordered a drink for here, and they give it to me in a plastic cup. But don't worry, the planet is safe. I got a paper straw. I am just back at the hotel getting ready to try to buy some 80s tickets. The sale is starting in 20 minutes, and in the meantime I'm having a cup of tea, and I bought these snacks at the train station. They do look like little walnuts. Inside you have cream, and then you have half a walnut here as well. Yeah, it's pretty good. I totally failed to get tickets, so instead I'm gonna go and have a good dinner. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so for dinner, having a bulgogi donggol. So bulgogi is marinated meat. Donggol, I have no idea, but this is what it looks like, and it's delicious. I also took a rice for €1 extra. This is great. This is the best meal I had in a while. This week for sure. It was really good. Portion really generous. This is in the party area where we already had dinner yesterday. Andy had the kalguksu. How was the kalguksu?
Delicious. It was very good.
We are just out of the temple and we picked up the little snack. It is called siat hot dog, and this is a hot dog that is fried like the most traditional way, not like the one I had the other day. You can see the seeds inside. Sunflower, some other type of seed, I don't really know. But it's pretty good, I really like it. So even though we just had the hot dog, we decided to stay here and grab something for lunch. I bought in this shop right here. So we have a cafe latte. This is the pangsottok. So you have a chok, a sausage, etc. Not the healthiest, but it's pretty good. And then we have ham tteokbokki, so it's just some tteokbokki with some pieces of ham, which are in a round shape, which I don't really know why. It looks more like a cut sausage than just ham, but yeah, let's try that. It's pretty spicy though. Guys, I just stopped by this cafe because the logo is just so cute. And then I just noticed that they have super cute desserts in the shape of little bears, so I just had to get some. You can normally get them plain, with custard, with Nutella, or with sweet potato inside, but they only had the plain or custard left. So even though I really wanted to try the Nutella one, I'm getting the custard ones. So this is the name of those little cakes. Kal means moon, gom means bear. Manju is the name of those types of little cakes. Here we are. This is what it looks like. This one has even little horns from the machine thing. Let's try it. It's basically the same as the walnuts from yesterday, except that this one only has custard inside. Guys, I just noticed the cutest thing. The tail looks like a heart. So cute. And now we just bought some drinks and we are enjoying it on the beach.
Mine is blue.
Mine is pink. So we just picked up some extremely small pizza from a place just behind the beach here, and we are eating it in front of some fireworks. It is the smallest, flattest thing you've ever seen in your life. So we just finished our visit of the temple of Pulguksa, and there are a few stands with some food, so I just grabbed a very, very healthy deep fried sausage. It tastes like what it looks, very greasy. With some ketchup. She actually asked me if I wanted sugar on top of it, so apparently sugar is an option. We are just back from Gyeongju. It is quite late. We had a very long day, and we were looking for a final hooray, a final restaurant to finish this week. But honestly, we're super shattered, and we just decided to go back to the restaurant that we really liked, because then Andy can have kalguksu, which doesn't have meat, doesn't have seaweed, and is not spicy, and it's good. I could try something else. I took the bundae. It is what they ate in the military. You have a mix of sausage, spam, ramyeon, onion, kimchi, soy, just like loads of random things put together in a spicy sauce. Yeah, it was good. Doesn't it? You literally can't see anything. So it's got different type of sausages, I think, because it's different colors. I have no idea what type they are. It's really good. So there you have it, guys. We are ending this Sunday night with a cup of tea from the hotel. I just wanted to go through with you about my spending for the week in terms of food. So for everything I ate during this week, I spent 107 euros, which makes it about 15 euro per day, which obviously is very cheap, although it does not include the fact that I had breakfast for free in the past 3 days because it was included with my hotel room, knowing the hotel room in itself was not the biggest expense. It is 35 euro per night, and obviously my first breakfast was in the Koshi one, so it was also free except the banana. But yeah, and places like Korean barbecue or like seafood might be more expensive, but as it is exactly the type of places we could not go, we avoided those expenses. As you can see with things like kalguksu or the budae-jjigae that I had tonight, you can get really big portion of traditional Korean food for a very, very low price. Yeah, food is extremely affordable here in Korea in general. Obviously, food was not our main focus during this trip. I hope that you still find it interesting to see what I was eating, even though it was not only Korean food, but we spent a lot of time in transport, we spent a lot of time going to places, and I'll be making a video about each of them, so don't forget to subscribe to see them all. But it is indeed food that we find in Korea. What I've learned during this week of traveling with my friend Andy is that it's a little bit hard in that case in Korea to find some food and find some places where we can both find something to eat. So this is something to keep in mind if you are considering coming to Korea and if you have some dietary restriction in general. It is absolutely possible. It is just a little bit more tricky to find places to eat. And I'm hoping to make more videos about Korean food, maybe something a little bit more typical, or maybe trying out new Korean food I haven't tried yet. If you know any that's particularly good, any dish, any place in the rest of Korea, but especially in Seoul because that's going to be the place I'm going to be at the most, please write it down in the comments. I'd be very happy to check it out. In the meantime, thank you for watching. I wish you a lovely evening or day if it's a day for you. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!